this.
We're in the singularity.
Well, we are in the singularity for sure. We're in the midst of it right now, for sure.
Yeah.
And it would just
Well,
feel
we're in this beautiful sweet spot, which is, you know,
we're on the roller coasters. We're just
yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy. It's just like that feeling.
You're at the top of the roller coaster and you're about to go.
Yeah.
We are standing in the dead center of the singularity. It's that split second at the top of a roller coaster, right before the freefall. The end of the medical gold rush, the sudden collapse of white-collar dreams, and the total devaluation of the money you've saved your entire life. This is only the beginning. Musk warns that everything we knew about the economy, wealth, and even human existence itself is about to be dismantled. In this video, we reveal everything.
The white-collar labor will be the first to go, because until you can move atoms, the thing that can be replaced first is anything that involves just digital. Like if it's digital, like if it involves tapping keys on a keyboard and moving a mouse, the computer can do that. The AI can do that.
Sure.
You need the humanoid robots to shape atoms.
Elon Musk's criteria for survival is brutal. If your job involves clicking a mouse and pushing pixels, basically the white-collar dream, you are in the line of fire. Education, law, accounting, and even coding. The expertise you spent a lifetime building is now just a 1-second calculation for AI. Musk's cold conclusion? Over 50% of office roles are already obsolete with the tech we have right now. So, who survives? It's the people who move atoms. AI might be a genius, but it can't fix a burst pipe, weld in the field, or replicate the soul of a chef's touch. Not for a long time. In an era of free intelligence, value shifts from knowledge to physical reality. While the world stares at empty monitors, the skilled tradesmen on the ground will see their worth skyrocket by 10 times.
Selling hope once again. I think your point was medicine is going to be effectively free. The best medicine in the world.
Everyone will have access to medical care that is better than what the president receives right now.
So don't go to medical school.
Yes, pointless.
Are you still chasing the prestige of the Ivy League, or dreaming of becoming a doctor? For generations, the medical profession has been an impenetrable fortress, the ultimate safe bet. But Elon Musk just dropped a truth bomb. He calls this obsession completely pointless. Why? Because while we're blinded by the prestige of a medical license, technology has already stamped an expiration date on that monopoly of knowledge.
You demonetize.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing to understand about like humanoid robots in terms of the rate of improvement, which is that the you have 3 exponentials multiplied by each other. You have an exponential increase in the AI software capability, exponential increase in the AI chip capability, and an exponential increase in the electromechanical dexterity. Recursive, multiplicable, triple exponential.
Musk's confidence comes from a clear source. It's not just about robots getting smarter. We've entered the stage of triple exponential growth, where software, hardware, and computational power feed on each other to explode. In 2026, AI is already absorbing the lifetime expertise of thousands of human pros every single second. We are in an era where decades of mastery are condensed into a single update. As intelligence becomes commoditized and technology levels the playing field, what value does your store?
The cost of labor has gone to nothing. The cost of intelligence has gone to nothing. And we're still producing products and services faster and faster.
Yeah. Well, one side recommendation I have is don't worry about squirreling money away for retirement in 10 or 20 years. It won't matter.
Are you working hard and putting money away for retirement? Elon Musk says that plan is dead wrong. In a world where the value of labor vanishes and intelligence is free, we enter a radical new economic paradigm where production costs hit absolute zero. In this new reality, the paper currency you've spent a lifetime collecting becomes nothing more than meaningless digits on a screen. As we hit the singularity, where AI and robots provide housing, healthcare, and endless entertainment for nearly free, the rules of wealth change completely. The standard of wealth is no longer about how much you saved, but what real assets you physically own.
What is the limiting factor at any given point in time? The limiting factor, if you say that by Q3 next year, like in 9 months, 12 months, the limiting factor will be turning the chips on.
Power.
Just power. Yeah.
Like China's just got a lot of power.
Yes.
Like the electricity. They've like China, I think, will pass 3 times the U.S. electricity output in 26. And they will figure out the chips.
In a world where money becomes worthless paper, what should you actually own? Musk points to one answer: power and chips. Over the next 2 years, no matter how much cash you pile up, without electricity, your AI and robots are nothing more than expensive paperweights. The bottleneck is already here. The entire world is scrambling for a single transformer, a single chip. But here is the real shocker: the shift in energy hegemony. Musk warns that China is already dominating the US in solar and renewables. By 2026, China's power production will be 3 times that of the United States. In an age where electricity is the fuel for intelligence, the one with...
Is there a bottleneck?
Electricity generation is the limiting factor.
The innermost loop.
Intelligence is now common as air. The new power belongs to those who control energy and infrastructure. As intelligence scales to infinity, its fuel, electricity, remains finite. This is why the smart money is quietly seizing data center, site, and power plants. Just as shovels once mined gold, today AI chips and compute mine value. Tech giants are stockpiling NVIDIA chips for one reason: they are building the digital gold mines of the future. You can't own a power grid, but you can dominate the flow of intelligence. Don't be a mere consumer watching from the sidelines. Be the architect. Don't just study AI tools. Treat them as components in your machine. With one click, they generate high-performance ads trained on millions of data points. With one line of text, they build expert-level visuals in seconds. They build a personal production base that writes emails and reports in their own voice, completely on autopilot. This isn't just efficiency, it's building a personal data center in your palm, creating value 100 times faster than the rest. Rewrite your workflow. Replace manual labor with raw compute. This system is your only path to true freedom.
Yeah, Jeffrey Hinton made a comment recently, I don't know if you saw it, that his hopeful future was that we would program maternal instincts into our AIs to see us as
maternal.
Yeah, in other words,
Oh, you haven't heard this? Yeah.
So he said,
It's a little scary.
He said there's
I don't know.
there's a scenario where a very intelligent being succumbs to the needs of a less intelligent being, and that's the mother taking care of the child.
At the end of this race, we face a world living under the protection of AI. Do you truly believe this future is a blessing? An era of abundance granted by AI comes at a price: our agency. Living dependent on the maternal instincts of a machine is not progress. It is the start of a perfect taming. We cannot stop this massive AI wave. We must learn to ride it and become the architects who command intelligence. But remember, while technology keeps your balance, your humanity decides the direction. In an age of precision-calculated answers, can data truly fill your soul? Raw empathy, feeling another's pain as your own, and the philosophy forged through life's hardships. These are the final sanctuaries that binary code can never reach. This is the ultimate human legacy that AI cannot replicate. Use technology as a tool to secure overwhelming productivity. But at the core, your value as a human must remain alive. Will you be a pampered pet, domesticated by comfort? Or will you be the architect who rides the wave to protect human dignity? Decide your own course on the ocean of intelligence. Become the top 5% leader who designed your own life, and through it all, may your inner spark burn brighter than any machine ever could.